What's going on, Skeleton Crew? It's your boy Gabe, and I am popping in again on National Mental Health Month, even though for me I feel like mental health is like an everyday type thing. But I wanted to reach out and say hello. I see y'all. If this weekend, because it is the Canadian holiday for those who celebrate Thanksgiving, I do not. I more so just like to kind of sit and reflect on that day, being that it is kind of the day where, you know, all of the horrible stuff and things came about for our Indigenous people here in Canada. So if this weekend you find yourself alone, kind of, you know, sad, just know that I got you. I understand what you're going through, and I see you. And most of all, I love you. That's right. A complete stranger on YouTube loves you in a genuine way to support your mental health. So today is International Mental Health Day, and I wanted to bring up some topics that a lot of people, you know, are actually talking about nowadays, which is really, really awesome. My light is blinding me, so I'm gonna go take my glasses off. It's a little bit better, not much, but like the light reflecting just like beams. So anyway, also update, I managed to figure out my microphone, so that's exciting for me. So mental health, that is in itself an entire universe, and as human beings, as humans, we have barely like scratched the surface of that, in my opinion, being on this planet for approximately 35 years. So with that with that experience comes knowledge. I'm not fully aware a lot of the time of this knowledge when it's happening to me, but once I'm able to sit and reflect on that, I'm able to see how I reacted and behaved in that situation and what I could have done better to not have been so stressed out about it, not have been so worried about the outcomes of it, instead of being present and trying to fix the problem and deal with the, you know, feelings that come along with it. So what I mean by that is mental health comes with an array of emotions, and I am just discovering that, you know, once you experience joy, you almost always experience the opposite end of the spectrum of that. Now, knowing how to process that, I can get on board with it. However, executing it is not an exact science. For example, my mental health kind of took it went up, which is good, and then it went like down. So it's not linear mental health. It's not. And neither is healing. Like much of this physical plane on Earth nothing is permanent either. It's just a lot to take in. You know, you can't fit behind there, turkey. My cat has taken a liking to this cupboard that my desk is up against, and he's driving me insane. Yes, my cat, his name is Turkey. I haven't really fully introduced any of my animals, hey? Okay, so I guess I can do that now. So there's Kevin, who's on the bed. And then there is Rambo, my ginger cat. So that's Turkey, Kevin, and Rambo, who I call Ginger a lot of the time, Ginger Butt. And then Princess, my bearded dragon. So those are my little babies, my little family members that I have. I, you know, take care of. They take care of me sometimes. The best way they can take care of me, let's say. Oh yes, our mental health. For whatever reason, I'm guilty of doing it. A lot of people are guilty of doing it, I'm sure. Our mental health gets pushed to the back burner, and we're in a sense, kind of just coerced into just, sucking it up and keep going until our mental health crumbles or we explode emotionally, mentally. And for a lot of people, sorry, not a lot of people, but for some people, such as myself, when I don't check in with my feelings and my mental health, it just goes down the drain. And I, have very bad thoughts, a lot of self-negative talk as well. Being autistic, that is, for me, really difficult to deal with because, how can I describe this? For me, it feels like a CD stuck on repeat and I have no way to get at it. I have no way to shut it off. And then I just end up panicking and shutting down. So it's not something that like another person would go through. And I'm also just learning that mental health is different for everybody because we all are like snowflakes. I will reference that a lot more on my channel because I'm learning that mental health, whether you have depression, anxiety, other mental health issues that you might have that I'm not listing, all of that kind of encompasses in the whole mental health umbrella. It's like under umbrella or like a spectrum. I hit the mic. So it is more or less like under a big umbrella because like with every individual, it's not just anxiety, just panic, just depression. There's like OCD, obsessive compulsive disorder. There is generalized anxiety disorder. There is so many other things. And if you are somebody that does have those mental health issues, just know that you're not alone. You're not going through it alone either. On social media, a lot of people like to post about that good things that happen to them, that like what they're going through in life, while at the same time there's this stigma where if you were to post your negative mental health experiences, there's that fear factor for me also that like I'm coming off as attention seeking, when in reality I want to be as transparent as possible, as clear as I possibly can with everybody, because I feel like it's not talked about enough and I'm not attention seeking. What I really am doing is wanting understanding, wanting everybody to see that like not everything is just like rainbows and everything's just great all the time. It's not, with the good there comes bad, and a lot of the time, especially in social media, that's not talked about, that's not shown. Unless there's like drama attached to it, unless there's like tea attached to it, I need to know the gossip. I need to feel better about myself knowing this person's dirt kind of deal. And I don't like that. I really, really don't like that. So I'm going to try through my channel to post all the good and all the bad and all the weird and in between. So in spirit of Mental Health Day, I want to let y'all know that like I did have a bad mental health day a few days ago. I woke up literally just not wanting to get out of bed at all. And I'm very good about taking my medication. I had all of my shots done for like my T, so my hormone levels weren't going to be wonky and make my brain spiral out of control. It was just a bad mental health day. And I even told my bestie, I was just like, I'm just meh. I legit just pretty much stayed in bed all day, and Kevin was just like, Dad, are you okay? And he wouldn't leave my side, and he knew like something was up, and something was up. Although ready to get back into channel and get back into talking about myself and my life and what I get myself into, posting on YouTube actually kind of made me like not spiral, but like I was just like exhausted mentally, and it made my brain spiral. It made me question myself. It made me think like, what am I doing? Why am I doing this? Like, is anybody even listening out there? Is this even reaching anybody? Like, I look at my views, and honest to goodness, I love the comments and I love reading them and I love hearting them, and I'm like, oh my goodness, this is great. I love this. I love reaching people on a positive note and getting positive feedback. I love that. At the same time, I'm just like, okay, what else could I do to essentially reach more of y'all? You know, I know you're out there. I know that mental health on YouTube isn't something that's like popular unless it's at somebody else's expense, is kind of what I'm noticing the trend on YouTube, especially when it comes to famous people's gossip, famous people's tea, and I'm just like, okay, that's cool. You know, sometimes I'm about it. Sometimes I'm like, ooh, I like the drama. I like the tea. At the same time, I'm like, I don't feel good about this. Do you? Does anybody else feel like that? You know, like, does anybody else want to just like watch some wholesome content and be like, wow, that's really great. That's a really great message, y'all. That's awesome. That's beautiful. I do. As much as I love watching my murder mystery docs and listening to other YouTubers speak about other, you know, cases that are going on, the positive note of mental health is that it's actually being spoken about now. It's actually, you know, being brought into the mainstream, which makes me really happy because it makes me feel less alone. You know, I don't like to sound like a broken record, but that it does. Like, I genuinely am happy that people are talking about their mental health and what they go through, about, you know, taking care of it, how they go through the healing process. If you have PTSD, if you have been traumatized, you know, there are other topics about that as well, such as SA. There are grieving communities out there for such situations. It's just a lot. It's a lot, and I'm glad that we're not alone out there anymore. I'm happy that things are actually getting better. If you are all wondering where I'm at, I am currently in my studio apartment. In the background, I don't know if everybody can see that. In the background, like in the back where that little window is back there, that's my seating area / sleeping area for my cats. And then obviously, like, the rest of my setup, you know, it's humble beginnings right now. It is very humble beginnings, and I'm enjoying every minute of it, and I am taking all the uncomfortable awkwardnesses of that as well. So yeah, it's getting better. And if you are all still wondering about the situation I was in a few months ago, yes, I will speak about that, but not on Mental Health Day. But do watch out for my next video, because more than likely I will be speaking about it and what had happened to myself. So stay tuned for that. I think that's it, y'all. I think that is it. Yes. And that's okay. I'm pretty sure I'll have more to say on that topic, and no, I don't have anything written down. I'm just kind of just speaking from my heart. Trying to, anyway. Trying to keep up with my brain, because it thinks so fast, and there are many things that are going on in there, but my mouth can't keep up. Anyway, I hope that this does reach y'all on a good level. I do hope that this brings you encouragement to know that it's okay to speak about your mental health stuff. It's okay to feel how you feel. It's okay to cry. It's okay to not be okay. And if you ever do feel lonely, hey, reach out. I will promise I will reach out back. That is a promise. With that being said, y'all, we are gonna head out and try to enjoy the rest of this day, this beautiful fall day. It's getting colder as well, so make sure y'all bundle up. Well, here in Canada anyway. Sorry, I'm watching my cat Turkey just to make sure he doesn't mess with anything. But yes, with that being said, y'all, have a great afternoon and happy Friendsgiving if you do celebrate it. If not, it's all good as well. If you're, working this weekend through Friendsgiving, then I wish you to get some rest after your work, because you do need that, and to make sure that you're all good in here and in here. Until then, I will see you in the next one. All right. Bye.